Yesterday, 3 brand new patents from Bambu Lab quietly went public. No launch video, no teaser, just paperwork filed with the Chinese Patent Office. Now, fair warning up front, these are just filed patents, not a confirmed product. But, read together, they give us our clearest look yet at where Bambu Lab's next printer might be headed. I've pulled all the patents, translated them, and grabbed all the images, and I'm ready for a deep dive. So, let's get into it.
Here's exactly what dropped. 3 applications, all filed June 30th, all published August 14th, all assigned to Shenzhen Tuozhu Technology, which is Bambu Lab's parent. 2 of them share a title and trace back to a November 2025 priority. The third is a separate later filing from a different team, so keep in mind, these may not even describe the same printer. And this is the machine in the drawings. Right away, this is not a small printer. It is fully enclosed. There's a bank of spools sitting up top and a whole manifold of feed lines running down into the print area. Look at the form factor. It's tall, and it's an enclosed tower with the spools stored on top. This is a large format, flagship class hardware, a step beyond the H2C. This is most definitely not an XP or A series printer. Now the headline, see this rack? Count the stations with me. 1 all the way across to 9. 9 Hotend bays in a single row. Here's that same rack fully loaded. 9 Hotends parked each in its own station, each with its own feed line. A big jump past the 7 Hotend H2C. But here's the part a lot of the coverage will get wrong. When it swaps, the extruder does not come off. The gears, motor, and filament drive all stay on the tool head. Only the throat, heat block, and nozzle leave. The patent calls that piece a replaceable print head. But functionally, that is a hot end. So when Bambu Lab says print head, picture a hot end popping out while the extruder stays home. Very similar to what Bondtech has done with the index system. Get that right, and you're ahead of most of the internet. So how does the swap work? This is the clever core. Dropping the hot end onto a rack and unlocking it from the tool head aren't 2 steps. They're the same motion. One move does both. Fewer parts, faster swaps. Mechanically, a motor turns a pinion, the pinion drives a gear rack, and the rack rides in a cam slot that converts the sideways motion into a clean, vertical drop. Simple, repeatable, and it reuses the hardware the tool head already has. And they thought about how it fails. Before the hot end unlocks, the extruder gears open and release the filament first, because if it were still clamped when a hot end dropped, you'd rip it out of the melt zone and clog the head. So, unclamp first, then unlock. Once parked, the hot end is pinned on all 3 axes. Side grips catch it first during alignment so it can't wobble into its neighbors. Then it aligns, then a latch locks it down. That vertical latch is spring-loaded, so once the hot end's seated, the rack holds it by itself. The tool head just lets go. And there's a manual pull tab facing the door so you can pop a hot end off by hand for maintenance. There's even magnet trickery. The locking magnets are tilted 15 to 40 degrees, weak while the hot end approaches so they don't snap it in early and throw off alignment, then strong right at the final seat.
This video is sponsored by PCBWay.com. They turn your designs into real hardware, custom PCBs, PCB assembly, CNC machining, 3D printing, even sheet metal and injection molding. All at a price that makes sense for makers, not just big companies. And be sure to check out the project page where you can take advantage of really interesting creations already designed by other customers that you can order. You name it, PCBWay can do it for you. New customers get $5 off their first order. Links down in the description. Go build something. Now, back to the patents.
So how do you cram 9 into one machine? During placement, the tool head holds still on one axis, and each hot end sits dead centered, which lets the bays nest closer together than the tool head is even wide. That's the packing trick. 2 more touches. When a hot end is parked, the rack caps its nozzle so it can't ooze. And because that cap hangs low, the printer drops the bed for the first 20 millimeters of a print so nothing collides. Here is an inference. The patent doesn't say it, but the mechanism points to it. Every hot end keeps its own feed line, and the unclamp first logic keeps filament seated. That suggests parked hot ends stay loaded. No cutting on every swap like the H2C. Grain of salt, but the design leans that way. Now the third patent. The coverage is calling this a bonus light in the air duct, and that really undersells it. Yes, it tucks the light source inside the part cooling duct, which shrinks the tool head, but its actual job is to feed a camera. This is a nozzle cam vision system. And the optics are genuinely clever. The light never hits the nozzle directly. That would blow out the camera's exposure. Instead, there are two engineered surfaces inside the duct. A black matte surface absorbs stray light and steers it away. A white matte surface bounces soft, even light onto just the nozzle tip, bright exactly where the camera needs it, dark everywhere else. It lights and cools the nozzle from both sides, and two cameras cover the nozzle's whole perimeter. The point is to spot problems as they happen, like filament blobbing up around the nozzle, and adjust the print in real time. One honest note, this is drawn on a standard single nozzle head, not the swap rack, so treat it as a portable subsystem, the kind of Vision QC Bambu's building, not proof that it's on the same printer. So, put it all together. Large format, fully enclosed, 9 hot ends, a single motion, self-locking swap, and camera-based nozzle quality control. This is Bambu's Vortec and H2C thinking, scaled up into what could be their next multi-material flagship. Emphasis on could. Now, the big caveat, and I want to be really clear about this, these are separate filed patents, solutions Bambu has patented, not a product, and not one confirmed printer. We don't know what will or will make it into any upcoming machine. Some could ship, all could, or none could, and 2 of them are a different team and filing from the third, so they might not even be the same printer. What we've got is a window into Bambu's engineering direction, not a spec sheet. So take it as informed speculation, which is the fun part. Quick recap, 9 hot end bays, extruder stays, only the hot end swaps, park and unlock in one motion, spring-locked, magnet-assisted 3-axis, plus camera-based nozzle quality control. And all of it, just still filed patents, not confirmed.
Can I ask a favor from you? It would really help the channel grow if you'd take just a few seconds of your time to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you'll be one of the first to learn about breaking news like this. So, what do you think? Is this all a hint at the next big Bambu machine? Or are these just patents that will never ship? Drop your take in the comments section. And more importantly, I'd love to know what you would expect to pay for a 9 hot end Bambu Lab nozzle changing printer. Or perhaps you aren't interested in Bambu Lab anymore. Either way, please leave a comment. As always, I appreciate the time that we get to spend together here on the channel. Let's keep on learning, burning, printing, and growing together. Take care, everyone.